Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to LA Show. We are back. And, take a look at my last couple of videos. Been getting into a lot of stuff. And I want to thank you guys for the support. Like, share, and comment your thoughts on these topics. We are going in. First topic I have is with a woman by the name of Kokila Jackson. She was actually a activist, so-called activist out of Houston, Texas, where Malia Davis was, of course, brutally murdered. She claimed to be the one that was providing t-shirts for certain events that were going on in the Houston area. So it came to find out that she was actually profiting off of these t-shirts, and a lot of people were sending her money, and I'm still trying to understand and wrap my head around why people were sending her money if we all knew that the whole premise wasn't to necessarily... Why would you send her money? I still don't understand that. But hey, people sent her a lot of money, it turns out. They also sent her money pertaining to a flight that Brittany Bowen's sister was supposed to take to Houston. And people were sending her a bunch of money trying to get that paid for Brittany Bowen's sister. And that was just, I don't know what happened with that, because it turns out that the sister never made it to Houston. So it is unknown how much, like I said, money that was given to Kokila Jackson. From what I heard, it was around the 20,000 mark, which is totally insane. You can donate to this channel if you want to donate to somebody so bad, because I'll put that money to good use, giving you guys the news, getting some equipment and all that. So you can cash at me, LA Show 1, for black media and the betterment and growth of this channel, since you want to donate that much money to somebody. And all you have to do is type in this woman's name. She's been floating around on a lot of people's YouTube channels, doing interviews with people pertaining to the Malia Davis situation. And like I said, she's just an activist. She didn't know Brittany Bowens and the family closely, but she claimed to have been hearing things that other people weren't hearing. So I guess that's the main reason why YouTubers decided to put her on their large platforms, because she was on major platforms. So just typing in Kokila Jackson's name, you see a bunch of stuff. I mean, she has several mug shots. People are trying to put that out after the fact that they've had her on their channel, which I find hilarious, because you should have done your research. Anybody that comes up to you, you can't just take what they say at face value. The world is full of deception, and clearly this woman has been in a lot of stuff, because like I said, you can just type her into Google and a lot of things pop up. But recently, just last week, I do believe July 19th, Kokila Jackson was caught in a Houston, Texas nail shop by a woman named Bianca Arias. She is a Hispanic lady that owns a nail shop down in Houston, Texas, and Kokila was caught stealing out of her nail shop, out of her cash register and out of her pocketbook. And it's all caught on camera. A lot of people are breaking this, and I saw the footage myself. I cannot get it downloaded. I'm going to try to, but from what I saw, Kokila was going all through there looking for this woman's money. And then from what Bianca has to say on her Facebook Live, because she's terrified. Bianca is terrified. From what Bianca said on her Facebook Live, she said that she left Kokila in there because she's known her for 10 years. And she left her in there to finish up her classes that she was doing in the back. And she came back up to the front to finish Kokia's nails. She noticed her by the cash register. And then all of a sudden, she tried to get change or something. And she noticed all her money was gone. So somebody in the back, one of her students, told her to check her cameras. And at that point, Kokea starts going off, starts assaulting the lady. She goes outside to her car. Bianca follows her, and they get into a physical altercation out there where Kokea ends up threatening Bianca. And Bianca is scared for her life. That's what she claims in her Facebook Live. And you can clearly tell that she was in a panic, very scared. She said something about, if you call the police, that's your butt, this, that, and the third. So, yeah, that was very interesting. And like I said, all y'all had to do was pull up this woman's name in Google, and you would have known who she was from jump. And, I mean, do we appreciate what she did for Malia Davis and bringing awareness and putting out information? No, not really, because anybody could have done that. So, you know, don't discredit yourself. And, you know, pretty much you are a scammer. You are a fraud. You can tell when you pull up her information. She got all kinds of forgery charges. That's on you, shorty. You shouldn't even try to step out there like you was bout it for a child. You know, you should have just stayed where you was at. So, moving on from that situation, we have a young girl, 15 years old, named Janice Harris, or Janice Harris, and the hashtag Justice for Jenice has been trending because she was in Chicago, Illinois, and 4 to 5 girls jumped her out of nowhere. They claimed for calling the police. And I don't know necessarily the backstory on what happened with the police, but looking at a website, Tiger Droppings, this is like a forum. So looking at that, that's like a forum. But from what I gathered, she was trying to get to the Red Line in Chicago, and something happened between these group of friends. They were friends, and they just started wailing on this 15-year-old girl. And I'm going to put that video clip in here. It is graphic, but it's something that we need to see, because we got to raise our children right in how they respond to certain things. And a lot of these children are lacking emotionally. So, you know, that can trigger a lot of different things. And apparently Janice Harris has had a hard life, of course, with having her mental disability. You know, you deal with a lot of bullying, and this is the highest form of bullying right here, when you circle a person and literally beat them down. I don't condone jumping anybody. That's just not how you should handle anything. She recently lost her mom, which is very sad, and rest in peace to her mother. And, you know, her mother is her angel, because look at the awareness that she's getting and the support that she's getting behind this terrible incident happening to her. There are rumors of her being sexually assaulted on camera, and I have a clip of these young boys talking about it, and that is also very graphic as well. So I just want you guys to get awareness and get some traction behind this girl's story, because I don't feel as though she deserved that. Like I said, I don't condone jumping nobody. If you want to go hands up and fight your squabbles, do that. But you don't need a group of people to fight for you. And if you're all mad, then you need to get your anger off and wait your turn. That's what you need to do. Next case is RKelly's crisis manager. RKelly's crisis manager stepped down today because he did an interview where he pretty much accused RKelly of being a pedophile himself. He did an interview with the infamous Gayle King, and of course she got it out of him. She asked him, would you allow your daughter to be around RKelly? And the crisis manager freaked out And he said, I would not leave my daughter with anyone accused of being a pedophile. And, you know, R. Kelly has been arrested for federal sex trafficking, state and local. I'm sorry, I wrote that in my notes, but state level. So, as well. So, Darrell Johnson made a big mistake in putting that out there. He has stepped down and resigned as of a couple of hours ago. And he resigned for personal reasons. So, you kind of threw your homie under the bus, Darrell. And, you know, R. Kelly is fighting these charges. But don't forget about Jeffery Epstein, who is a disgusting monster as well. You know, the state knew what R. Kelly was doing. Chicago knew what R. Kelly was doing for years. And they let him off on those charges that he had back in the day on that little girl. And now I'm coming to find out that that girl is actually pursuing charges on R. Kelly. Now, that has came out that the Sparkle's niece is pursuing charges on R. Kelly. So that is pertaining to, I assume, the assault that happened back when we saw it on tape, when he was peeing on her. So that's another graphic, terrible situation. And, you know, people still support R. Kelly. Okay, yeah, we know he's talented, but at the end of the day, would you support your child being with him? Just like Gayle King asked their manager, would you support your child being with R. Kelly? Oh, all right. And people who sent their kids with R. Kelly knew what they were doing. And that's just the end on that. That's just that on that. That's just that on that. And y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later.